Hi, I'm David Hudgens. I'm the director of Spring Awakening. We're very thrilled to be bringing this production to Studio 58. It has come to the school with a great fanfare, and that's because of its history on Broadway, a short history but a very prestigious one. Won 8 Tony Awards, I think, in 2007. So we're very lucky to have the production here. Well, a lot of the fanfare about this production is, of course, the fact that there's lots of sexuality in the show, and hopefully the audience is at least aware of that before they come into the theater. There are some things that are quite shocking, not so much in terms of the actual acts that are going on, but I think more in terms of the fact that this play was actually written in 1891, and many of the same issues that these young people are dealing with in that period are the same that they are dealing with today. And I think that is why it has been so immensely successful and popular. But it is shocking to see some of those things, and to remember also in terms of your own childhood the rocky, very unsophisticated at times and awkward process that we all have to develop as humans. How we develop a sexual identity for ourselves. So you see that it's an ongoing process and something that we can all relate to.
I am Dallas Sauer, and I'm playing the role of Moritz Stiefel. And yes.
My name is Lauren Jackson. I'm playing Vendla Bergman.
And I'm Ryan Garner, and I'm playing the role of Melchior Gabor.
Vendla is a 14-year-old girl growing up in the context of the late 19th century in Germany, in a particularly sheltered household, where sort of as she's living her life, it's at a time where a lot of curious things and ideas are coming into her consciousness, ideas that she's given little to no information about growing up and about the world and how things work, and she craves that knowledge and unfortunately can't rely on some of her sources and seeks more information.
Well, Melchior Gabor is a rebellious young teenager. He's very intense, very passionate, very introspective, and he has this crazy, wild side to him.
My character, Moritz, is looking up to Melchior, of course, for his knowledge, and I'm searching for what he knows, but I think what he knows scares me to death. And I've been taught to suppress everything. Everything I'm going through, I shouldn't be going through. And all these changes are happening, and I'm reaching out for someone to tell me the truth, because my father and my mother are definitely not going to tell me the truth because they have to stay in the system. And things I do affect their reputation. So in that sense, I'm always locked up, but that's not where I want to be. Yeah, I struggle with a bunch of inner things that every boy is struggling with, and for some reason, I just can't get around either going with the system or breaking away from the system, and I'm sort of lost.
It's dramatic, and it's funny, and it's heartbreaking, and it happens so fast, and I think it will take the audience on such a mesmerizing journey.
Yeah, and it's a truthful journey that we all go through.
And there's a lot of subject matter that isn't always easy to talk about or deal with, and my hope is that seeing the characters try to find their way through that and talk about it will open up some sort of dialogue to things that are real issues.
Yeah, finding yourself is a huge thing in this show. And the songs are a chance to vent. And, we all have to vent. And where do we vent? And how do we do it? And who can we speak to? And, the more we suppress all those feelings, the less satisfied we are with ourselves.
Mandy Toth. I'm the the musical director for Spring Awakening. I think it's a pretty special show because the show is set time frame wise, certainly much earlier than the music is, set in the confines of Germany in the 1800s. It has a lot of restricted elements to the characters, and yet the music is all a pop rock score. So you have this very tight-laced, sort of packaged existence for these kids, and inside there's this yearning to sort of break out and smash conventions and really express themselves in a completely different way than anybody around them seems to behave. And I think that's what the rock score does. It gives them a little bit of power, a little bit of edge, and it gives an authenticity to their experience that we can easily understand. It's going to be a 5-piece band: drums, bass, guitar, and 2 keyboards covering some string parts. And there might even be some live string instruments. Hopefully, I think you'll see what we're seeing, and we're seeing a lot of really talented people executing a lot of dynamic material. The music is electric. It kind of fills the space, and it's also intimate. It's a great space to be working a show like this because there's not an awful lot of people in the audience, so you feel like there's a lot of people on stage performing just for you. So it's really it's kind of an exciting experience for an audience to get that much energy from a stage. It's been a great experience. I'm excited to work with such talented people. It's a raw talent that is really well focused, which you also don't get very often. There's a lot of raw talent out there, and the ability to focus that raw talent is not always available. The people might not always be willing to take the risks, but this cast is, so it's kind of exciting to play with them.